And all I did was hit over. Sorry, I lost everyone. I don't know what happened. Alright, so... Okay, there we go. We're back to number 12. We can get back to 4, can't we? Sorry guys, I'm not sure what happened there. I just hit over and next thing you know, I'm like watching myself as like a viewer, so I couldn't type. Hey Barbara. Let's see. We were just on number 4, now we're back to number 9 because I accidentally messed up. Do another hour? I think. All right. Well, we gotta think of things to talk about for an hour, because I really only plan doing my unboxing of Vegan Cuts. So let's think of things to say in this Halloween chat. Salt potatoes. Salt potatoes. Syracuse, New York. I did a video on salt potatoes with Bobcat Goldthwait years ago. You're eating salt potatoes. Nice. Well, hey there, Dylan. How's it going? It looks like maybe we got some more new people since I accidentally closed out of the last one. Thank you, Danny. Thank you for the thumbs up. So we were just talking about vampires. We were talking about Interview with the Vampire. Oh, you're from upstate New York too? Whereabouts? Near Syracuse? That looks kind of cool, because you can't tell I'm wearing gloves. What is that? If I can interview anyone, who would it be and why? Does this mean anyone like alive or dead? Or just anyone alive? I have a picture right above there, Dylan, of Nosferatu. I'm looking at it right now. Nosferatu. Should I go grab it? Allegheny County. Live or dead? Okay. I would probably interview Carl Sagan, because when I was a little kid, my dad taught me all about the stars, and we used to watch Cosmos together. And when I got older, just listening to all of his interviews and watching he was brilliant, and I was a huge fan of Carl Sagan. Who did I want to interview? Well, I've been wanting to interview George Romero. I was very bummed out when he passed away back in July. He's another one that, he was probably my favorite director of all time. The creator of Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead and all those movies. Just seemed like the nicest guy, and I really wanted to meet him and potentially do an interview with him. Oh, cool. So, Barbara, you've been to Syracuse. That's cool. That's where I am right now, Syracuse. Dylan says, I've always been a huge Stephen King fan. It wouldn't be... I'd be happy interviewing Stephen King, too. I actually visited his hometown in Bangor, Maine, last year. So, I did a whole video there. I went to his house. I didn't go in his house, but I was outside his house. It's a pretty cool looking house. And I've been told by a lot of the locals there that, sometimes he comes out and he'll just, talk to people. He's really down to earth. But, yeah, it was really cool. I have a whole video on it if you want to check it out. It's on my YouTube channel, Visiting Stephen King's House. Greg has family who lives in Lowville, New York, which is about, I don't know, maybe like an hour away, 40 minutes, an hour away from where I live. So yeah, in my video, Dylan, I go to I not only go to his house, but I got a video of the sewage grate that inspired him to write it, and the water tower that inspired him to write it. And then I went to the cemetery where they filmed parts of Pet Sematary, which was pretty awesome. And I feel like I keep saying this, but last weekend I was I went down to visit in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I went to Evans City, and I went to the cemetery where they filmed Night of the Living Dead, and then I went to the mall where they filmed Dawn of the Dead. So that was really awesome. Yeah, Pet Sematary, I pretty much watch that once a year at least. Really good movie. Church. My all-time favorite horror movie is Bram Stoker's Dracula. And my favorite movie of all time is E.T. What's Pet Sematary like? The movie? It's good. It's pretty scary. I first saw it back in 94-ish, I think. And they got a couple good jump scares that'll scare you. But it's pretty cool. It's a pretty good movie. It's got, what's his name? I can't think of his name. The guy that plays Herman Munster is in it. It's pretty good. Dreamcatcher has Jason Lee in it. Jason Lee's a old school skateboarder back in the day. 360 flips. It's crazy. So he started as a pro skater and then he became an actor. And then he had his own show. My name is Earl. Let's see. I really love Stephen King movies. Pet Sematary is probably one of the best. I liked The Langoliers and The Stand. Those movies were cool too. They were really long movies, 3 or 4 hours long. The Shining is another good one. I was actually at the hotel where he was inspired to write The Shining, the Stanley Hotel in Colorado. And I went up to room 217, took a picture, supposed to be haunted. So in the book it's 217, in the movie it's 237. But amazing hotel, really old. Oh yeah, Lillian, I'll go to any haunted house. I was outside one last weekend when I went to Pittsburgh. It's if you Google it, it's called the Haunted House of Brownsville Road in Pittsburgh, and it's said to have the Demon of Brownsville Road, and it's a documented haunted house, historical landmark. I went up to it and got some pictures of it, put it in my little vlog. But yeah, it was really creepy reading about what happened there. Everybody that's ever lived there and owned it has seen and heard and felt a demonic presence and stuff. And then they flew in somebody to do an exorcist, and it took a lot longer than normal exorcists take. It took months, and they had to battle it every day. And they said that the walls started to bleed a blood-like substance from the walls. It was really Really strange. Jamie's is from Pittsburgh. Cool. I was just there last weekend. Have I seen any ghosts? I don't know if I've seen any ghosts, but I have some pretty good stories that I told on the second day of the Halloween hashtag, which was last week. So it's on YouTube. It's under Scary Stories. So check that out. All my stories are true, so I had some pretty scary ones. The house in Brentwood. Yeah, I think that's the one. We went and visited the steepest street in the potentially in the world. It's not confirmed, but the steepest street, and then we went over to that house. What am I hearing? I think I'm hearing an ad or something. Hold on one second. Yeah, I am. So it was Halloween music, and now all of a sudden it's get your degree, get your engineering degree. Okay, there we are. We're back. There was a big write-up on that house in the paper last year. Creepy. Okay, yeah, so that's the same house that I was at. I wanted to go in it, but... And it just looks like a regular house from the outside. It's a nice house. It's right on the corner street. Pittsburgh was pretty cool. They have a lot of vegan options out there, too. Went to Mandy's and had vegan pizza. Then the next morning went to brunch at Zenith. Then went to Apteca. Delicious. They had pierogies and stuff. Eastern European food. I want to go to a haunted house. Maybe my house is haunted. I don't know. I mean, I had some pretty creepy stories about this house, but I feel like I already told them, so there's no reason to tell them again. Are we streaming to... I think we are. Videos. Leave. Are we streaming to my YouTube channel too? What's everyone doing tonight? Friday night, come on. Were we telling ghost stories or what? What are we doing? We're number 9. We're not doing so good anymore. Where are we at here? Let's see. Nope. There we go. Down here. Okay. Doesn't look like it. So, YouTube link.
This man talks about
Pittsburgh Haunted Home. The Demon of Bronzeville Road. Yeah, that's it. I'll check that out. I'll check that out later. We're number 8. We didn't even do anything, and we just made it to number 8. Let's try to get it to number 2. Liliana, I would definitely take that chance. I would actually want that house even more. You know, when I moved into this house, there was... I didn't tell this part in my other story, but there was... Upstairs, there was blood on the wall, on the bottom of the wall, and in the walk-in closet. Dried blood on the wall. I painted over it. So, maybe it is haunted. Some really old people used to live here. And they lived in the house ever since it was built. So I'm only the second owner here. Do you know why? Do you know why what, Dominic? Why there was blood here? I don't know why, but I think they may have died here because they were in their 90s. They were really old. In fact, I might ask my neighbors next time I see them if they did die here. But I know they died because when I bought the house, it was from their kids, and their kids were like my parents' age. And so they inherited the house, and they sold it to me. So it's possible. What makes me want a haunted house more? I guess to me I'm not afraid of that. I guess I'm just not afraid of most things. So to me, where other people would be like terrified or afraid, I would be more intrigued of something like that. Because I think I mentioned this in another video, but as much as I want to believe, I don't. Like I need more evidence kind of person. Like how Mulder always says, like, I want to believe. That's me. Like I'm not being stubborn. Like I don't want to believe. Like I need proof. I want to believe something like that. It's very intriguing to me. But at the same time, I feel like there's always some kind of explanation to something like that. So, I mean, there's a lot in this universe that we don't know, that we just can't comprehend. So why do we initially say that if something we can't explain, why is it a ghost? Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's some kind of science that we just can't, that we haven't understood yet. But if it is a ghost, that's pretty interesting to me. Aliens. Oh, we were supposed to talk about aliens. Exactly, Dylan. That's exactly what I was thinking. Like other dimensions, like a rip in the space-time continuum, like some kind of glitch or something where maybe that's what we're seeing. When we see things, it's like, what? I know I saw, maybe it's interdimensional. Abigail, I didn't see a question that you asked me. What question did you ask? I just scrolled up. I don't see anything from you. Exactly, Dylan. Like we're energy and it can distort. Something like that. But that's exactly what I was thinking. Like why do we always like say, oh, it was a ghost, it was a spirit? Maybe not. Who knows? Maybe it's us in the future coming back to see ourselves. We don't know. Do I order pizza? I haven't ordered pizza in a long time, but yeah, I would. Well, I guess yeah. Last week we went to a pizza place and we ordered a pizza. But do I order from a place? I haven't done that in a long time. I usually make my own pizza. I have a lot of experience. I've worked in many different pizza places, so like in my cookbook, I have some of my best recipes are pizza and pizza themed. And when I do cooking demonstrations, I usually make pizza rolls. I'm going to be making those in Montreal next week or the first week of November. I'm doing a Veg Fest, and I'll be making pizza rolls for people. So yeah, pizza. And Dylan's mind is blown. Does anybody believe in aliens? Dylan's been living off salad, cashews, and granola. It sounds close to what I've been living off lately, but add oatmeal to that and apples. I had a vegan pho. That's how to pronounce it. Vegan pho. Vegan pho last night for dinner. I haven't eaten dinner today. Actually, the only thing I've had so far, I've been so busy, is my smoothie. Dominic made first vegan cheese this week. So how did you make it? Would you make it with cashews, or did you make a cheesy sauce or a roux? Greg is an alien. I think we're all aliens. I think we were put here by aliens. Cashew roux. Cool. Liliana, thank you for the tip. I appreciate it. I'm going to grab that little cartoon of gold and bring it right out here. It didn't let me take it. It must have been a ghost. Oh, Indy's stretching. Do you guys know Indy? Do you guys know Indy the pup? Billions of galaxies. It's crazy. It's crazy. Have you guys ever seen... Actually, watch this video when you guys get a chance. I have it... Let me just make sure it's still there. It's very profound. I've seen it more than any other video. I've watched it well over 100 times over the years. And... What? Never mind. The video was taken down due to a copyright claim. I don't know why that would be taken down. It was been up for years and years. But there's probably other versions of it, but that was the best version ever. But it's Carl Sagan's Pale Blue Dot. Everything he said is just incredibly profound and so accurate. But that was the best version to Ludovico Einaudí's Earth Prelude. So he's an Italian musician, and the song was perfect with that video. Anyway, check it out if you guys want. Pale Blue Dot, Carl Sagan. I'm back. How long? Yeah, I lost everybody a while ago, 23 minutes ago. But I'm back, sitting here with Indy the pup. Let's see Indy over here. What are you looking at? You looking at us? That's Indy the pup. Oh, is he coming over? What are you doing? You guys, this is an alien. I think this is an alien. Look at, you can see the eyeball. Alien encounter. Oh, there's his collar. All right. He's the most handsomest pup in the world. Indy eats V-Dog formula. And if anybody is interested in a vegan dog food, V-Dog, you can check it out, V-Dog, and use Zombie Dog, all caps, to get a discount. And I highly recommend it. And he's been vegan now for 6 years, and it's definitely helped him out. Mars Attacks, that was, I haven't seen that in years. Probably like 15 years or so when it came out. Oh wait, what are we? What are we now? Let me see. I gotta scroll up a little. No, we're number 9. Did you guys like the movie? What movie? Contact was pretty good. And then, what was the other one? Oh, Interstellar was pretty good. I haven't seen Mars Attacks in so long, I'd have to see it again. Be right back. Love you all. So does anybody have plans tonight? I mean, it's Halloween weekend, the weekend before Halloween. E.T., Close Encounters of the Third Kind. The Cat from Outer Space. Does anybody remember that? He had that collar that would light up. Oh, and you know what else is good? Flight of the Navigator. We're talking alien movies, right? We were just talking about pizza. Now I want pizza. Signs. Every time I think of Signs, I think of that part where they're running around the house and Mel Gibson is like trying to yell profanities, but he can't because he's a priest or an ex-priest or something. And he's like, oh my gosh, darn it. Oh, we hit number 8. We're number 8. Psycho and the Other Classics. Good one. I gotta watch Psycho again. It's been a while. It's hard to keep that muscular on a vegan diet. No, it's not. I mean, there's a lot of people. Check out Tori Washington, Robert Cheek, John Lewis, Vegan Badass. I like some of M. Night Shyamalan's flicks. I do. I love The Sixth Sense. I think that was a huge twist, and I really liked it. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I liked The Village. Signs was okay, I guess. The Happening was okay. I didn't like The Last Airbender. Ooh, Soylent Green. And that was all on TNT. I don't have TV. I gotta watch everything through like Amazon or Hulu or Netflix. Yahtzee. Mary, there's so many. So this is what I always tell people: make a list of all your favorite foods, and then go online and type vegan, whatever you listed, and you're going to come up with a whole bunch of recipes to make that food vegan. Like there's vegan versions of everything you can think of, and it's all delicious. You can, if you find one that you don't like, there's hundreds or thousands more that you're going to find something that you like. And there's a lot of vegan cookbooks. There's a lot of YouTube channels. My channel is that was my goal at the beginning, and well, I guess it still is. It was to take all those comfort foods that people say, oh, I'd go vegan, but I can't live without this, or I don't know how to make this vegan, or whatever. And we would go and we would veganize it. So that's pretty much what my whole cookbook is just vegan versions of comfort foods and stuff. I mean, I got corn dogs, Philly cheesesteaks, cheese sticks, pizza rolls, pizza. There's everything in there. Kale salad, veggie burgers. I exercise usually once a day, every single day. I don't take any days off. And I do pull-ups, I do push-ups, and I do have some dumbbells. So mainly body weights, but I have like 25 and 30 pound dumbbells. Well, I'll do some like hammer curls and stuff like that, and shoulders, and a few leg exercises. And I'll also run maybe 2 or 3 times a week. Killer Clowns? It just had me thinking of something. What was it? It wasn't Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Mary, I think they're 30 pound. So I'll do 30 curls, like boom, boom. So that's like 15 on each. And then I'll do it again. And then I'll do like 3 reps. 3 sets of, I'll do 30 and then probably 25 and then 20 or something like that. It all depends. And I bought a pull-up machine when I lived at the last house, because right now I have the pull-up bar that goes in your doorway, which I prefer that. But the last place I lived, there was no place, the doorways weren't suitable for that. So I bought a pull-up machine, which was basically like a big stationary stand where I could do my pull-ups. But the good thing about this that I didn't have with the door one was I had the dip bar. So I would also incorporate dips. Dips are another great body weight exercise. And these worked for me now. Like when I started doing, when I told myself, hey, I want to start getting in shape and, be in the best shape I can, it was a little over 5 years ago. And I've been working out every single day since. I've never missed a day. If I'm out traveling, I'll do what I can. Maybe I can't do pull-ups, but, in my hotel room or whatever, I'll do push-ups and incline push-ups with my feet up on the bed, and I'll be doing them like anything that I can do to continue to do my workout every day. And it's funny, like one exercise that I think is overrated, but actually something bad for you that I used to do all these years when I was younger, all the way up until like 5 years ago when I decided never to do them again, were sit-ups and crunches. Like they never really did anything. I felt like, and I'm hurting my lower back doing them. And then to my surprise, I cut them out. I had never done them again. And then I started doing pull-ups. And pull-ups gave me a defined core and like the six-pack and the abs and everything just from pull-ups. And I never thought that pull-ups would be working out like my core and my obliques and my back and my shoulders. Oh, pull-ups do so much for you. Oh, Robin, did you just come back? Yeah, I stayed on. How many minutes is my workout? So I don't work out like for like a long time. I haven't found that to be necessary. My workout is between 10 and 20 minutes, with the exception if it's a day where I'm going running, because running is going to take, however long it takes me to go. And I only go a few miles there too. The most I've gone was like 6, but normally it's only like between 1.5 to 3. Oh, you're still at work, Robin? I don't do yoga. No, I've never done yoga. But I used to be big into martial arts. I started with ninjutsu and then jujitsu. But when I did ninjutsu, I did all kinds of like different stretches and different kinds of exercises there. Oh, hi, Rachel. How often do I go running? I need to go running more. Lately, I've been going. I try to go at least three times a week, and I have been doing that. But over the end of the summer, I kind of stopped doing my running, and I just got back into it. So it's usually, I try to do it every night, but every other night at least, I'll go for a little run with Indy the pup. I don't meditate. I used to do that back when the ninjutsu days. And I found that, all you need to do is just keep your workout every day. Well, for me, I found I do my workout every day. I keep it down to a minimum. I don't go to the gym. I don't like working out at a gym. And so that's saving money. So really there's no excuse, because even if you have a long, and I have a lot of days that are like long work-filled days where I'm exhausted, but at the end of the day, if I didn't get my work in, I'll do it right before I go to bed, and it'll only take me 10 or 15 minutes, and I'll make sure to do that every single day. So I don't always like to do it before bed, but if I miss everything else, I'll make sure I do it before I go to sleep. I trained in jiu-jitsu with a friend. Actually, I just posted about him last week. It was tragedy. But I trained with him, so we didn't really do anything official. He was really into it as a whole lifestyle, and he taught us. And then later on, I went to ninjutsu, and I went to jiu-jitsu about maybe 6 or 7 years ago, and then I hurt my back, and I haven't been doing it since. And even though I love doing that, I'm just like, I'm really like, I don't know, I'm really claustrophobic. So that's a problem when you're doing jiu-jitsu and stuff, and you're rolling and stuff like that. And also I'm a germ freak, so unless I like am, rolling jiu-jitsu with like that one certain friend that I'm friends with or something like that, it's like, because I had to roll around with this one dude once. He was just like dripping sweat all the way. It was disgusting. So I live in Syracuse, New York. Greg's brother used to do Muay Thai. I recently just bought a bike too. I bought a BMX bike, and I've been riding that, which is fun. I've been trying to learn a few easy tricks that I'm not going to break my neck with doing, but I did hurt my back. It's fixed now. I ended up, after living with a bad injury for 2 years, I ended up finally reluctantly getting surgery, and it worked. So I do skateboard, so skateboarding has pretty much taught me how to fall. So if I am riding my bike, I know how to fall. I'm a long time skateboarder, almost 30 years. I gave myself the very worst form of sciatica you can get. It didn't go away. Most sciatica goes away on its own. Mine didn't. And the further down your leg you feel it, the worse it is. Mine went all the way down to my heel, and it stayed like that for 2 years. Every second of every minute of every day for 2 years, I was in pain, and it was ruining my life. I couldn't do anything. Like, I couldn't help people move something. Like, if I saw, like, an elderly person moving, and they're like, hey, can I have your help over here? I'm like, sorry, I can't help you. And I felt like a jerk, But I was in pain, always in pain. Like, if I went to a movie theater, when the movie was done, I couldn't really get up and stand up straight. I'd be like, hunched over. So if I forced myself to stand up straight and walk out of there, which I did, I was in excruciating pain. And sleeping sucked too. Like, I couldn't sleep with my legs flat straight. I had to have like one knee up just to get enough, relief of the pain just so I could sleep. And I remember some nights I felt like I was just going to just burst into tears. It was so painful. And then finally, I'm like, to the doctor, I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I feel like I'm like 70 or 80 years old, And he told me it's gonna be like that the rest of your life, or he could do a surgery. So I was like, oh man, I was afraid to get surgery. I'm like, what if I never wake up from the surgery? That'd be my luck. But I got the surgery, and I woke up, and I wasn't in pain. I went home, and I laid down on my bed, and I stretched out my legs, and I wasn't able to do that for 2 years. Stretched out my legs, there was no pain, and I just laid there, and I started I was laughing. I was like smiling and laughing to myself just because I was like, oh my God, like there's no pain. So I'm very careful now. Like I haven't been in pain. It's totally gone, but I'm careful not to lift really heavy things anymore. So we got some more ads coming up. So that's kind of, boom, there we go. And so that's my story about having sciatica. It really sucked. And even going to the doctor and having them, they had to do an MRI, which I couldn't do the first MRI. Like, I was so claustrophobic. As soon as they got me in there, I'm like, can you guys hear me? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, I can't do this. And they took me out. And I had to do an open MRI, which was still pretty claustrophobic, but I just looked out the window and I just pretended like I wasn't there. And it was hard for me to stand still, to sit still with sciatica. Like, I literally felt like I was being tortured, and every second seemed like an hour, and I had to be there like still for like 20 minutes. It was horrible. But I just tried to, think about what I was taught like back in the day with ninjutsu, just like mind over matter. And I tried to meditate. I tried to go into that state where I wasn't thinking about it, and it just was really hard. So I'm just glad that this is gone. And anybody that has like a pain like this, a chronic pain like this, like, I feel for you. It's no good to like live your life like that. That's why I try to be as healthy as possible. I can't imagine people that are living their life and can't get like the problem fixed and are in pain like this every day. And I didn't take any medicine. Like, I don't take medicine. I don't take any drugs. So like when I came out of surgery, they wanted to give me pills, and I wouldn't take them. And then they made me go get prescription pills for the pain in case I needed it. And I agreed that I would go get the prescription, but I wasn't going to take them unless absolutely, like, I was dying. Like, I didn't, like, they tried to tell me it was going to be so painful in the next few days. And so I got the prescription, and I never took any of them. So since I was 14, I have not taken any kind of pain relief medicine or anything like that. Obviously, they knocked me out to do the surgery, but other than that, I never took any kind of drugs or medicine. Yeah, I mean, Mandy, it just was like to the point where I couldn't live like that. There was no way to live a life, and it was like ruining, like, I mean, people were like, "Oh, what's wrong?" And I'm like, my back." And like, "Oh," like it would get like they would be annoyed with me because I was in pain all the time. And like, I didn't really tell many people, but like, you could tell on my face that I was in pain. And like, I mean, it was so much pain that, my heart would start racing just because I'm trying to like have a normal conversation with somebody and pretend that I'm not in pain. And you have to like, act like, "Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. But you're like in excruciating pain that just won't go away. So, yeah, my goal was just to be as healthy as possible, to work out every day, to, keep myself in the best condition that I can be in, and hopefully do that for a long life, because it's so bad when you're living in pain like that. We're trending. We're number 6 on Halloween. MRI sound is so loud. I don't even remember the sound because I guess I was in too much pain. Am I taking my vitamin D now? I'm going out there and I'm standing in the sun when the bright sun day, so hopefully that's helping out. I do have some vitamin D pills, so I haven't been taking them every day, but yeah, I'm taking some. I'm not really too worried on the vitamin D thing. It wasn't that low, but I've been eating a lot. I totally cut all oils out of my diet to see if I could get the LDL down, and to have like, I want to go back and get like an amazing. I want my blood results to be like amazing, and like I want to show people like what I changed up and what I did. And so the big thing I was cooking everything or eating a lot of coconut oil, which I thought at the time was the best for you, but apparently it's like 80%, 87% saturated fat. So I totally took that out of my diet, and I'm eating all really heart healthy foods, little to no oil at all. I like those pumpkins there, Mandy. Yeah, it's really low here too, because even on like a day that, and the other thing is like, I don't usually go out during the daytime. I'm usually a night person. So when I do go out, it's at night. When I do go for runs, it's at night. Okay, so I wonder if that would be my case for the LDL, because right now I am super duper low fat, and of course I am a vampire. So I've been eating a lot of oatmeal. I've been eating a lot of like grains, even some pasta. I wasn't really eating pasta that much. Back when I first went vegan, I ate a lot of pasta, but in the last few years, I don't really eat that much pasta, but I've been eating, and a lot of greens too. Like I have collard, some bok choy, and kale. Been making a lot of, like last night I had the pho with the veggies and the bok choy. Lots of greens, and then my juices that I juice, and the smoothies, and the flax seeds and the chia seeds. So, and avocados. The Syracuse vampire meetings, I haven't heard of those. Two pines a day? 2 pine trees? 2 pounds, yeah. So that's why the farmer's market is tomorrow. It's every Saturday, so maybe I'll hit that up again. There's always some good finds at the farmer's market. Like last time I bought like a huge bag of carrots, and my dog loves carrots. They're his favorite thing. So carrots I got for $6. So I share them with him. Make some juices, make some food. We're number 6. Look, it matters. Yeah, I got some organic carrots from like a local farm, and they just look really cool. They look really photogenic. And I bought like 40 pounds of bananas for $2. Like, what's up with that? Indy is over there in the doorway. He's over by the front door. He likes to make sure that nobody's coming up to steal the pumpkins or anything outside. We're number 6. Or the corn. Got some corn here from like one of the pumpkin farms. It's not the kind of corn you can eat. I mean, I'm sure you could eat it if you really wanted, but I don't know. Yeah, the bananas were a grape. They were like pretty rotted away. I only salvaged a few of them, but still it was worth it. But yeah, they'll be like kind of going, they'll start spotting and then they'll think they're bad. So they'll sell them for really cheap because most people don't buy them. But I'm all about it. But these were like kind of overly ripe. So yeah, I still saved at least a bag of them. But I mean, it was still worth it for $2. And zucchinis at my grocery store are pretty expensive. They're like $1.99 for a pound. And I think I spent $1.50 and I got like 6 of them, like 6 nice zucchini. My skin is so clear. It's a vampire. I'm a vampire. No, I mean, I don't know. I think my skin cleared up when I went vegan. I never really had too bad. I mean, as a teenager, like, yeah, I got like some zits and stuff, but I never really had the problem after going vegan. I'm just going to do this the rest of the broadcast. Just dance to the music. Mandy went vegan 20 years ago and has no wrinkles. Awesome. Yeah, the lifestyle, like, I went vegan 23 years ago and I feel like I just found a picture last night. Okay, so I don't know. Should I show you guys? So I went through old pictures last night. Okay. And I was supposed to find like throwback Thursday pictures so I could show you guys, which I did last night. Like there's me back in like 1980s with some jack-o'-lanterns. And then here's me and my brother at the pumpkin farm. I'm the one in front. I'm sorry you can't really see it too well. But anyways, my point, what I was going to make was I found a picture of my dad when he was my age, when he was the age that I am now. And I just wanted to show you. Because I have no idea now what somebody of my age is supposed to look like or whatever. So, like, I always thought when I was younger that I'd be like, you know, by now I'd be really old, right? Like, my age just sounds old. But now that I'm this age, I feel like I don't feel old at all. Why can't I find it? I am looking. I know I took the picture. I took a bunch of pictures of pictures. So I took a photograph of a photograph. There's my mom when she was younger than I am now. I can't find it. I swear I took that picture. Oh, there it is. Okay, so there's my silly dad. This is back in 1987. And the reason I know that is because it says it right there on his cake. Okay, so this is my dad when he's the age that I am now. He's holding up his cake from 1987. So he had a full head of gray hair at that point. And he looks older than me. But he's been a smoker all his life. So, I mean, it takes a toll. It makes you look older. And he's not a vegan or a vegetarian. So, I mean, let's see if you can see. You can't really... There he is. He's that right there. He's my age right now. That I am right now. My dad. Now my mom, on the other hand, looks really young for her age. My mom. Oh, here it comes again. These ads on this like music that I'm playing. They come on and then I hear people talking, and I think it's people in my head, but I know I'm just live streaming and like. Let's see, where are we at? So, I missed a few comments, so let me go back and read. Maure says Mandy's skin looks awesome too. I can't really see what any of you guys look like on this. Like I can't blow up a picture, or if I can, I didn't know that I can. Yeah, Mandy. I think it's lifestyle. Like you're you know what you're eating and what you're doing with yourself. Like I also don't drink or anything, or so. And I have that mentality like where like you know I don't need to grow up. I'm gonna stay young forever. Like I mean I can get older, but I can stay young. And I've always felt that way. Exactly, you are what you eat. Wow, we got a lot of comments when I wasn't paying attention. But then when I was, we weren't. So, okay, here we are. Let's see. Okay, so Robin's going to be 39. Mandy, he does. He looks like he could be my dad. I mean, he is my dad. But he looks like he could have been my dad. Okay, I finally caught up on all the questions. But yeah, like, I mean, and he just doesn't take care of himself, and like I've been telling him to stop smoking and to eat better, like all of my life. Literally, I have. Let's see if I have any other pictures that I might be able to show you guys. All these pictures are mainly from like the 80s. I grew up in the 80s. I don't know what I'm doing for Halloween. Mandy, I'm 41. My birthday is in January, so I'm closer to 42. This doesn't even, I can't believe, I took this picture, I took a picture of a picture last night because I found this picture of my mom, and I've never seen her look like, so this is her when she was pregnant with me, for me. So, let's see, I can't really, and I was like, oh my, I can't believe that's my mom, because she doesn't look like that. I mean, I guess she does, but. And apparently that's me when I was born, like a month old or something like that. I don't know. Robin's got a cruise. Catch you next time. Okay, Robin, thanks for joining us. So Mandy, we're like almost the same age. And I thought, let me show you one more picture. I know it's a baby picture, boring, but so this was me and my dad, and I thought it looked like a Hallmark card or something, like a Father's Day card, but that's me and my dad. Like, well, you can figure out how long ago that was. Where we go, right there. So my dad's only like 31 there. Because I'm probably like, what, 1? Probably something like that. Anyway. Where are we? Wait, were your mom's age? I was looking at the pictures and I was like, moms look different back in the 80s than they do now. And I found a picture of my mom. Like with her, like, kind of like the bowl cut, kind of mom looking. I know, Mandy, doesn't he? Like, that's what I'm saying. So, like, when I was little, I'm like, oh my God, 30s is so old. And then I'm like, 40s is real old. That's over the hill. And now that I'm there, I don't feel like that. My mom is actually in her late 60s now. And she definitely looks like a lot younger. My dad, on the other hand, looks his age. I know, me too. 25 was, yeah. Let me see. Do I have a pic? I posted a picture of me and my mom. Probably a bad picture because it was like a real hot summer day. She was all sweaty. But I'm like, Mom, let's get a picture. Where is it? Oh, let me see. I posted it on Instagram. I did a video with her, so I had my mom and dad try the Beyond Burger, and she was in my video there. Where is my mom? It was just this summer, so it shouldn't be. Well, there's me and my mom back when I first went vegan. This is like, I was only a year vegan. So this is back in like 95. Let's see. Come on, focus. Come on, why can't we get a focus? Anyway. That was me and my mom back in 95. Where is she? My mom does eat healthier now. Finally, she's been eating mostly vegan. So, I mean, she does slip up sometimes, but she'll like order vegan food and make vegan food. And yeah. Where is it? Did I miss it? Maybe it was that one. No. They don't normally have them in Canada. What'd you think of the Beyond Burger? What made me decide to go vegan so young? So I went vegetarian actually in 1990 when I was 14. And then, and as you know, like back then, there was hardly any, I never heard the word vegan at that point. And, there was no internet. So it was kind of a leap of faith for me. And, I've always loved animals. So being a vegetarian, I didn't think that I was hurting animals. Because at that time, I didn't know that the dairy industry was a big, it was causing animal suffering and killing animals and all that bad stuff. But I didn't know that. I thought if I'm not eating the meat, then I'm not killing the animal. So as the years went on, there I was, 18 years old, and just I knew too much at this point. Still, I didn't realize, I didn't know. I didn't even know if I would be healthy if I went vegan. But at that point, I didn't want to be involved in animals being hurt like that or killed, and I didn't consider food, meat and dairy food at all anymore. So, it was kind of like, this box right here is not food. I don't eat it. So anything that wasn't meat and dairy to me was, if it came from a plant, it was food. Anything that came from an animal wasn't food. It wasn't hard for me to grasp that, and I never ate meat. I went vegan from that day on. So we both went vegetarian when we were 14. Cool. So I did it March of 1990. Because back then, there was no internet, there were no support groups. You couldn't go on YouTube or anything like that to see how to do this or how to do that. It was all, there was really no information on it for us. It was all a leap of faith. People did tell us back then, if you go vegan, you're not going to get the right nutrients. You're going to get sick. I heard that all the time. And I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I'm doing it. And I often say that it was the best decision I ever made. The single best decision I ever made, not even knowing it at the time. There was no way I knew back then that it would bring me to where I am now. Faux turkey. I agree there. The Beyond Burger is really good. When you cook it, though, it kind of stinks up the house. And it lingers. I can't find that picture I'm trying to find. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's not a very good picture of my mom, but it was a hot summer day, and we just made the Beyond Burger. She's in my video, too. And, darn, it won't focus. But she's almost in her, she's in her late 60s, so... Anyway, you can't see that picture. If you go to my video where I show my parents the Beyond Burger, you can see my mom and dad right there, if you guys are interested. Yeah, good idea. Maybe I'll do that. I'll do that again. One more time. Here we go. Let me find here. Why can't I find it? Okay, I can't, but all right, guys. Well, looks like we've been on for well over an hour, so I had fun. I got to get back to work though, so let's see what the topic is for tomorrow for the Halloween challenge. Where are we here? Okay, no. Okay, here we go. So tomorrow is mummify or zombify your broadcast. Well, we're already working with the vegan zombie here, so I think that I think we could do that, right? All right, guys, have a good night. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Watch out for zombies.